Hey, we're back with the Motivation Monday, and today I wanted to do things a little differently, and I want to tie it into the message of today's Motivation Monday. So, most of the time, actually every single time I've done these, it's been a short story, and it's been basically a minute. So today's going to be a little longer, bear with me, but it's going to tie into the Motivation Monday. And today's Motivation Monday is just about taking advice from people, and just humbling yourself and knowing that you don't have all the answers, and that's okay. So I want to shout out two people that have given me this advice. Shout out Chris Gonzalez and shout out Austin Warwick. And if you guys see this message, just thanks for the advice. They told me, why don't I make this a reel instead of a story, that it can reach more people and it could be a little longer. So shout out to those guys. And again, today's Motivation Monday is about taking advice. We must be humble. We must have a sense of humility about us, because as human beings, no matter if we're young, no matter if we're old, there's always stuff that we could learn and to make our lives better and to make other people's lives better. And I don't want these Motivation Mondays to be about me, okay? Because I'm not all that important in the grand scheme of things, which is another reason I want to extend the invitation to people, whether it's my followers, friends, whoever it is, family. There's a lot of inspiration I draw from a whole bunch of different people, and I would love this to be a collaboration thing, and I would love for not just my face to be on these videos. So if you have anything, and it doesn't have to be something deep, it doesn't have to be something so profound, but if you have anything that inspires you, that motivates you, make a video, and I'm going to post it, and I'm going to tag you, on my pages. So this is going to be a reel, and this is also going to go on the little YouTube page I'm growing, and I want to tie in a Bible verse. And I get not everybody's a believer, and I want this to reach everybody. Just because you don't believe in God, I don't want this to be, exclusionary of you, but I believe there's a lot of wisdom to be found in the Bible, and I'm going to read a verse that ties into this. It is out of the book of Proverbs, and it is chapter 11, verse 14. And it says, "Without guidance, people fall, but with many counselors, there is deliverance." So, we're not an island. We're not an island, and there's people in our lives that simply just know more than we do. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm learning new stuff every day, and there's been plenty of times in my own life where I've been wrong in certain situations, and I've had to humble myself and understand that just because someone's critiquing me or giving me advice, they're not coming at me, they're trying to help me. So instead of coming at it from a defensive standpoint, in part of growing, it's this person has more life experience, or maybe experience in a certain area that I don't have, and they're genuinely just trying to help me. So instead of getting offended by it, maybe sit back and take introspection of my own life, of your own life, implement what they say, and see what happens. Maybe it's going to work out. This other book I read, I want to read a few quotes from, and this is an effect called the multiplier effect, and it says, "The right group of people compound your efforts." And then there's 3 bullet points. The first one saying, the right group doesn't just add to your efforts, it multiplies them. Meaning, when we have people in our lives that have different ideas, maybe they have one idea that's gonna be a breakthrough in your life that you've never even thought of before, and you're like, man, I have to try this out for myself. The next bullet point says, multiplication happens through creativity, clarity, and connectivity. I truly believe that a lot of us get it wrong, that when we say, well, I'll just do this myself, I don't need anybody. And I think that's just a wrong way of thinking about things. And I get there's certain things you have to go through alone, but maybe we ought to humble ourselves and reach out and ask for help. Worst they can say is no. The next bullet point says, the best groups don't make decisions for you. They give you the raw ideas for more options. The clarity to choose the best course, and the connections to help execute faster and better. Oof, I like that. I like when it says they give you raw ideas for more options. Sometimes all we need in our life, guys, is more options. Sometimes we are closed off and 2 or 3 other minds may have the answer that you're seeking, and you just might not, which is okay, because they can give it to you, they can help you. And then the last bullet point says, the wrong group confounds, the right group compounds. So the right group can compound your efforts. They can help you reach a certain area quicker, and you guys can just speed off each other and collaborate. And, you know, 2 brains, 3 brains, 4 brains on a certain topic can help out. So that's today's Motivation Monday, is just to take advice and to understand that we're not just an island, that connectivity is important, and that the right group of people, the right organization, can really, really help in the long run. So this is going to be a reel, and these are raw thoughts, so this is why sometimes I pause a lot. But anyways, I hope this positively impacts you on today, on a Monday. God bless, and I look forward to talking to you, and hopefully I get other people to hop on these as well, talk to you, and give you some motivation.